I will give a brief introduction. I have a lot to speak, but I have a time limitation, so I have to speak at least a little bit. On the background, of course, of our living lab, we hadn't known anything about the living lab. We didn't know, but by coincidence, I was moving around the University of Dar es Salaam. Then I found a poster that the learning that you have to go to for the workshop, living lab workshop, by middle last year. And what I did, I attended the living lab workshop, but that was kept by Rene in the other room. And what I got from there was amazing stories. I was very impressed on how we can do it in the living lab, and the stories, so many stories of that. But what I did, we had some meeting of different living labs that we have to collaborate, different NGO, to make the programs at least of the living lab to be ahead. What we did, after going back, during the September of last year, I went, then I had 2 computers, then I started the living lab, the initiation of the living lab by that time. Of course, we did something like God, but at the start, at the very first week, we had so many people that came to join the living lab as beneficiaries. So that's the brief introduction of that on the start of the living lab. And now we are working on, have almost 5 months of operation in the living lab, and we are continuing well and growing at a high speed, more than electronic speed. Yeah, that's one. Secondly, the current activities that we are doing in the living lab is like we have the basic skills that we are offering training on the basic skills, something like the people who do not know how to write and to read. We are always assisting them. And also we have the computer training. We do with the introduction to computer and Windows to the people. We do things like the Microsoft Office packages. This has to do with the people can make business, they can do different things with the business with the Microsoft packages. We have the application programming, software installation, hardware configuration. Then after the third part, we are going to the next part of PC maintenance and repair by that time. But if somebody has completed something like a PC maintenance and repair before going to that has done with the software installation, hardware configuration, we always divide them into groups of others going to the graphics designing. So by this time we have the graphics designing workshop and the training that are going on now at the center. So we are working very good. We also design the logos, the banners, the stickers, things like the emblems of the different schools, the posters. So if you are willing to come, then you are welcome to join us. This is the second. Of course, we have a lot of challenges, uncountable, but we are going to, at least going to, those are very simple that are at least making us feel not in a good situation. We have, of course, the living lab is very new, and we have things like, we are organizing the social, like in the center, the rooms, so we are renting. Something that is one. So we need at least to have something like how to strengthen the renting cost of that campus. That is one. And since the living lab is still young, so we need something like to strengthen at the start. Then if we are stable, then we can at least give something to the community. Then we access more people. Then we can make something like make technical, make those beneficiaries make technical input to the project, so that make the project be sustainable. That is one of the challenge. Second is like I was suffering much when I was starting. I was working almost 24 hours a day because I had to work so many things at a time. If you are going to somebody, you clarify something like a living lab, let's come to work, then if you demand something, you should be paid something. And you are starting, you have nothing to pay. So something like a challenge. So what we did is, but I thank God for this time. But we are now having people, they are volunteering. One of them, George here, is doing with ICT programs here, teaching computer and English course, the one, that's the second. And others is like another challenge. We have a computer lab, having more than it's like 13 computers by this time. We started with 2 computers, by this time we have around 13 computers. And what we was planning is like we have the computers, but the facilities, the furniture, the people can still, everybody can have at least a chair to sit. It's a challenge also. even though we have the computers. So that's another challenge. But the rest, of course, we thank God. We had a problem of internet access, the teaching material, something like a projector, but we accessed them from TANZICT. Talk to Joka, they provide the internet, we enjoy the DTCL internet very fast, more than anything. And we have the projector and it's a screen from Joka and Christina. So we thank God and we admire their presence by the time. Yeah, that's the one. And one success story on that, we have so many success stories, but I'm going to talk on the beneficiaries' success story. Of course, when we started, it's about 5 months of operation, but the number of people that we have trained is ranging to 250 and above. Yeah, what they are doing is like, some of them are in the basic computer skills, that they are working with the ICTs on the introduction, on the computer and Windows, and to the Microsoft Web packages, those the very relative group of people. We have those primary kids, primary school kids, ranging from standard 5, standard 6, and standard 7. Those they always come at the center during the morning session and evening session. We are now having more than 100 primary kids a day, 2 morning session and evening session at once. So they come into they talk the computer, they study English, science, mathematics using the computer aid. We also did using the projector and not in the chalk and the blackboard. We do everything on the blackboard using the projector. So thank you very much for that.